Hi Beautiful Yogi, how are you today? I hope that this finds you very, very well, very happy. If not, then hopefully this Asana will be able to de-stress you, relax you and make you a little bit happier, a little bit more relaxed and peaceful as well. So as usual, as always, take care of your own body. I will do a little step by step by step. You'll find what you can do. Next time you do it, you might be able to increase the pace a little, or you might be able to challenge yourself a little bit more, but really honour your body. Honour and listen to your body and see what is best for your own body, okay? So because it's a little cooler, we're going to do a little bit more of a warm-up today because our bones can get, or our muscles can get a little bit stiffer in the winter. So let's just, again, honour that and just recognise what's going on in our bodies, okay? So just taking some nice deep breaths. You might like to put your hand on your chest and your hand on your belly. You might like to close your eyes. And just slowly and calmly listening to your breath. Taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Let it all out. In through the nose, out through the mouth, like a nice big sigh. Feel your shoulders drop already. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And now just in and out through the nose, your normal breath. Feel the belly rise on the inhale. Feel the belly descend on the exhale. Starting to warm up the muscles in the belly. Just a couple more. In through the nose, out through the nose. And just relax your hands down. I'd like you to bring your shoulders up on the inhale and just drop them down on the exhale. Bringing it up on the inhale. Drop them down on the exhale. Inhale, bring them up to the ears. Drop them down on the exhale. One more time, bring them up on the inhale. Drop them down on the exhale. Beautiful. Bring one ear down to the shoulder and just push this shoulder down towards the ground. And gently coming up to the middle and over to the other side. Pushing the shoulder down, sitting up nice and straight, engage the belly, engage the pelvic floor. Coming up to the middle, the chin down to the chest. Drop the shoulders. And being very, very careful with the neck, just gently looking up to sort of the corner where the ceiling and the walls meet. So not too far up. We just haven't warmed things up enough to have a really good back bend yet. So nice and gentle. And coming into the middle, just looking over one shoulder. Into the middle and looking over the other shoulder. And coming into the middle. Bringing one hand, the opposite hand to the knee, left hand to the right knee, the right hand to the back. Lengthen the spine as much as you can. Drop your shoulders and just twist. Feel as though you're twisting from the belly and then into the chest and then into the shoulders and then into the chin. And then untwist the same way. So the chin, the shoulders, the chest, and the belly. And then right hand to the left knee, left hand to the back. Lengthen up and through the spine, engage the belly. Twist the belly, give the internal, the digestive system really good massage, a squeeze. The chest, the shoulders, the chin, and follow the nose around. And then unwind yourself really gently. The nose, the chin, the shoulders, the chest, and the belly. Beautiful. Bringing the hands to the sides, have a big breath in as you stretch all the way up. And just gently looking up towards the sky, a little bit more than when you looked up before. Pull the middle fingers up towards the ceiling, but push the tailbone down towards the ground. So it's a little bit of a pelvic tilt, and it just engages the muscles in the belly a little bit more. On your next breath, turn the hands around and then come all the way down, looking down, taking the whole breath to get there. Turn the hands around, in breath and staying up there for a few moments. Take the whole breath to get there. Breathe out, breathing in. And on your next out breath, turn the hands around, starting to warm up the wrists as well, and the neck as you bring your head down. Breathing in, bringing the hands up. Take a few breaths here. Lengthen the spine as much as you can. Try not to push the ribs out too much. We just want the ribs and the hips sitting over the top of each other nicely. And turn the hands around and gently look down to the ground, starting to warm up the spine, the back of the neck. Leave the left hand here, stretch the right hand up to the sky. Really lengthen the side of the body as much as you possibly can. Push the right hip down into the ground. And on your next out breath, just slide the left hand down and have a beautiful stretch over the right hand side. So here you can actually push the right rib out and then stretch the right middle finger out as much as you can. And hands come up to the sky on the in-breath and coming down to the floor on the out-breath. Bringing the left hand up to the sky. Bringing the left hip towards the ground. Stretch the middle finger of the left hand as high as you possibly can. And then slide the right hand down, feeling that beautiful stretch on the left-hand side. You can push the left side of the rib out if you choose to. Keep the belly engaged though. And the legs are soft. We're not doing anything at all with the legs yet. And stretch the hand up to the sky. Engage the belly, keep everything nice and strong, and on the out breath, bring your hand down. Beautiful. Stretch the legs out in front of you if they're not already, and just make some big circles with your toes. So you're just starting to warm up the ankles. And the other way. And if you feel as though this isn't enough warm up for you, you can stop, rewind, and come back to the start and do the warm up again if you want to. Okay, bringing your hand just underneath your left knee and just starting to bend the knee into the chest. Just warming up the knee joints. Starting to warm up into the hip joints. And And then we're going to place the right foot onto the left hand. Okay, so we just support it underneath. Bring the right hand underneath your knee. And that might be enough for you today. Okay, if you want to, you can start bringing that the leg in towards the chest. And just having a bit more of a stretch and a warm up into the hips. Okay? Next, what we're going to try and do is bring the foot into the elbow and cradle your leg, just as you would a little baby. If you'd like to increase this, a little rock from side to side. Just a little tiny rock from side to side. Just warming things up. We're tighter in the winter months and we're tighter in the mornings. So just honouring, like I said, and acknowledging the differences in our body. The more green, really dark green vegetables you eat, the more flexible you'll be. And coffee makes you tighter as well. So trying to lay off too many coffees. And resting that foot back down. Really gently. Let's be gentle with our bodies, people. Okay. Other knee, bring your hand. I don't have it right underneath. I've just sort of got it onto my thigh. Nice, gentle movements. So staying here if you found the other one just too tricky. And that's absolutely okay. It takes a little bit of time to develop your flexibility, and it doesn't take long if you practice it regularly. What I have found though is that it goes away pretty quickly if you stop practicing, unfortunately. But it comes back quickly as well. Excellent. Okay, so putting the left foot, just cradling it in the right hand and the left hand underneath the knee. Again, this might be enough for you today. You might even be able to do a little bit of rocking here as well. If you can, bring the foot into the elbow and cradle it as you would a baby. Bring the shin in towards the chest. Nice straight back. Let's try not to curve into this one. And gently rocking side to side, warming everything up. Our movements don't need to be dramatic. We don't need to fling ourselves around the place all the time, but we will actually be doing that a little bit just for fun today. But little movements can be very, very good for our bodies. And I'm going to show you one in a couple of minutes. Okay, gently placing that foot down. Beautiful. And then coming to lie on your back. Have your sandbag close to you or your heat bag, and just resting down on your back with your knees bent. Place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly and just relax your elbows. Find some time to have a nice few deep breaths here. So feel the placement that you are placing your body on the ground. So you need to have a nice long spine. When I lie down, I like to have a bit of a pelvic tilt, and I like to put my lower back on the ground, and then I rest my bottom. So just making sure that your shoulders are relaxed, your elbows are relaxed, and your spine, the whole of your spine is touching the ground if you can. Taking those few moments. You might like to spend this time setting your intention for your practice. What would you like to get out of your practice? And allowing that intention to be set in the present tense, in a very positive statement. I want you to spend some time thinking about diaphragmatic breathing or full yogic breath. Both hands on your belly. The diaphragm muscle is underneath your rib cage, and when you breathe in, the diaphragm muscle comes down and your belly comes out gently. When you breathe out, the diaphragm muscle pushes up and your belly comes in. So I want you to spend a few moments. This is very good for your abdominal muscles. It's very good for your internal organs. Gives a little massage every single time we breathe. So spend a few moments really thinking about doing the proper full diaphragmatic breathing. We're breathing in, belly comes out, and breathe out, the belly descends. Breathing in and breathing out. A few more times. This is how we should be breathing always, not just on our yoga mat. Breathing in and breathing out. And this time I want you to grab your sandbag or your heat bag and place it where the in between the ribs and the hips. So right across the belly. Bring your hands out to the sides. And I want you to practice that diaphragmatic breathing with the sandbag on. So you can really feel where you're breathing into. And this is very, very good for your abdominal muscles. So you're strengthening very, very deep abdominal muscles here, which is going to be incredibly good for any back pain, lower back pain if you have it. Okay, so nice breathing. Everything else in your body is relaxed, so you've got a soft chest and soft shoulders. If you don't have a sandbag or a heat bag near you, just place your hands on your belly. But putting that weight on you really helps you feel it, and it really helps you strengthen your belly muscles. You can put a heavier weight on there if you feel like you want some more. I wouldn't suggest putting more than 5 kilos on though. A few more breaths. This is a beautiful way to calm your nervous system. If you're feeling a little bit flighty, you're not feeling grounded, this is a really nice way of grounding yourself. And then just taking the sandbag off and just feeling how easy it is to breathe without that weight on. And feeling that freedom. Feeling the lightness in the breath. Beautiful. Okay, so bringing both legs up towards the sky. Try to keep the lower back really pushed flat into the ground. Try to bring the belly button down towards the spine. So we're trying not to allow the belly to push up when we do these things. Okay? If this is enough for you today, stay here. It's all good. If you would like to, bend the right knee into your chest and let the left leg come out to a 45-degree angle. If this is enough for you, again, stay here. If you want a little bit more, bring the hands behind the head and just interlock your fingers, resting them behind your head. Elbows are out to the side. Okay? and then lift up. We're trying not to tuck the chin too much, so you're really looking at your toes. Remember to breathe, don't stop breathing. And relax the head down if you've got your head down. Bring the legs right up. Push the lower back again into the ground. Bend the left knee in towards the chest and stretch your right leg at a 45-degree angle if this is what you did on the other side. Engage your belly, push the lower back into the ground and gently lift from the belly. We're using the belly muscles. We're not using the neck muscles. We're just lifting the shoulders off. We've got soft hands. We're not putting too much pressure at all on our hands. We're using the muscles in the belly. And come on down. Straighten the legs. Bring the hands away. Just bring the knees in towards the chest. And just hold on top of the knees. Bring the knees in and out nice and gently. Just giving the lower back a little bit of a massage. And then side to side, nice and gently. We can release the muscles in the belly here. So just allow them to be soft. Try not to hunch up shoulders too much. You've still got a soft chest and soft shoulders. Just rocking side to side, letting it go. Beautiful. Okay, stretch the legs up to the sky again. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring our hands behind the head again. And we're going to bend the right knee once more and the foot out to the side. Okay? If you don't want to lift your shoulders, you don't have to. But if you want to, you can lift the shoulders and bring the left elbow towards the right knee. And come back into the middle. Shoulders up, keep them up, keep breathing, and gently come down. Bring the legs up to the sky, bend the left knee, bring the right foot to a 45-degree angle. This is quite hard, even staying here. So just building up to things, just making our muscles as best that they can be at the time. Lifting the head if you choose to, or the shoulders if you choose to, and then again if you choose to, bring the right elbow to the left knee this time. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. And come back to the middle, keep the shoulders up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And come down, bring both knees into your chest. If you can't hold on top of your knees, just bring your hands underneath. It's all good, it's all okay. Whatever our body's at is exactly where they need to be, and then we can move from there. Rolling from side to side. Relax your belly, relax your shoulders. I wonder if you were clenching your teeth when you were doing that, if you were finding it quite challenging. So next time you do the video, perhaps think about if I can relax everything else but my belly, because that's what I'm meant to be working. I'm meant to be working my belly, and which will help my lower back. Beautiful. Okay, a little bit of a stretch out before we do the next one. Bring the feet down towards the ground, as close into your bottom as you can. If you can touch your heels, that's good. That's how close we want our feet. If you can't touch your heels, don't worry about it. Your feet are hip distance apart, your knees are hip distance apart, and your hands are next to your hips with the palms facing downwards. We're going to do a little bit of a pelvic tilt, so just push the belly down towards the ground and back. And And this time lift it up. And so we've got a nice straight line from the shoulders to the knees, stretching it all out. Try not to let the knees come out to the sides. We need to keep them straight ahead. And then just place vertebrae by vertebrae down towards the ground. Lots of control, nice and smooth, keeping everything working properly. Bring both knees into the chest. Another little rock from side to side. And once more, stretching the legs up to the sky. Bring the hands towards the feet. Push the lower back down. Push the belly down. Take a deep breath in. On the out breath, lift the shoulders and the head so you're trying to push past the feet. But we don't need to lift the tailbone up. Tailbone stays still. Keep breathing. Are you clenching your jaw? Relax your teeth. And come down. We're actually going to do 2 more. So you choose if you need to have a break now, or you can come up. Push the belly button towards the spine. And come down. You can rest the arms if you need to. When you're ready, breath in. On the out breath, stretch up. And relax, bring the knees into the chest. Beautiful. Place the left foot onto the ground and the right knee, the right ankle across the left knee. Push the right knee out. And come back down. What we're going to do is bring our arms out to the side, and we're going to place the sole of this foot on the ground. So it's just a twist over. Beautiful. And bring the gaze over to the right hand side. The gaze comes back to the middle. Use your belly muscles to help and everything go back into the middle, and relax your foot down. Bring the left ankle just onto it's near the upper thigh or the thigh here, and just push that knee out. So you can push just with the knee, or you can use your left hand and really help it push out. Nice deep belly breathing. Relax the hands, hands come out to the side. Place the sole of the left foot onto the ground to the right, nice twist, and the head comes to the left. And just soften the hips down as much as you can. The more you relax into the pose, the more you'll find you're able to soften even more. And if you find a pose that you really love, remember it or take a note of it, and then come back and spend a lot more time in it later. Gently coming back into the middle. Bringing both feet down, rolling over to your right hand side. Coming into child's pose, bring your heat bag or your sandbag. We're going to place it on the lower back. Bring the knees out to the sides, big toes touching, and just relax down in child's pose with the heat bag on the lower back. And then gently coming to sit up, nice and carefully engage your belly. Take your sandbag off. Beautiful. And come to kneel, so the feet and the knees are straight. You might like to bring your toes up. Right hand comes towards the right heel and stretch the left hand up to the sky. I like to bring my feet down because that hurts my toes a little. And then the left hand comes down, support the back and come all the way up. Left hand towards the left heel, stretch the right hand up. So we look up towards the sky in the half camel. We don't have any support for the neck. So we need to be very gentle on the neck. Bring the right hand down, support the lower back and come on up. Now this next pose, not everybody's going to be able to do it, it's absolutely okay. If you don't want to do the next pose, bring your hands to where your kidneys are and just push forwards until you feel a nice back bend. Elbows coming towards each other. If you want to do the full camel's pose, you can bring the feet up again if you choose to, or you can have the feet down. Both hands are going to come to the heels, okay? You can drop the head back because it's supported by the muscles in the shoulders. Bring your hands to the lower back, supporting the lower back, and gently coming on up. Grabbing your heat bag, your weight pack again, and placing it once more on the lower back, and gently coming back down into child's pose. Curling on up, letting the head be last. If you've got long hair, don't flick your hair up. Puts too much pressure on the back of the neck. Beautiful. We're going to come into a variation of child's pose now, just to stretch the side of the body. So what we do is we come down into child's pose and we stretch the left hand, the right hand through and rest the right shoulder on the ground. We stretch the left hand forwards. So normally we do this with the bottom quite high in the sky, but what I'd like you to do is try to rest the bottom down towards the heels this time. So we're resting on the side of the head, and you'll feel a beautiful stretch, hopefully underneath the shoulder blade. Nice soft fingers. Engage the belly, pull the hand through and stretch the right hand out and thread the left hand through, so left side of the head. And then threading that one through again. Coming up onto the hands and knees and doing some cat-cow stretches. So if you have issues with your knees, just doubling up the mat or bringing something underneath the mat. Stretch the hands wide as you would in a downward facing dog. And just as you breathe in, tailbone comes towards the sky, forehead comes towards the sky, belly drops down. Big stretch for the belly. As you breathe out, engage the belly and bring the ribs and the hips towards each other. And stretching up, big breath in. And big breath out. Squeeze the air out from the bottom part of the lungs. And one more time, breath in. And breath out. And come into a nice neutral spine. We're going to bring our hands down, our forearms down to the ground. Okay? So we're going to do a variation of downward facing dog, but it's called dolphin. So we're not putting any pressure on our wrists. Tuck our toes, lift our knees, and the bottom comes towards the sky. So just adjusting yourself so you can push the heels down towards the ground. You can stretch the tailbone up towards the sky and try to take the shoulders away from the ears. You're not putting any pressure on the neck. Just let the neck hang. Coming down to the knees and coming to sit up gently. Stretch the hands up to the sky, hold one elbow and push the hand down towards the back. The next couple of moves that I'm going to do are going to be quite challenging moves. So if you've just started doing yoga, I'd like you to continue with the dolphin pose that we just did, which is a challenge in itself. It's very strong for the shoulders and the arms. It's especially strong for the belly and the back as well. So it's a really, really good pose to do. So I'd like you to continue with that pose if you've just started doing yoga. So honour your own body, listen to what it needs. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. And swapping over swapping over arms. Push the elbow down. But if you've been with me for quite a few years, or if you'd like to give your body a challenge, I'm going to show you a few different steps, and you can choose which step you want to stop at. Okay? watch the moves first. And relax down, coming back into your dolphin pose. So the forearms down towards the ground. Now I've placed my mat near the wall for a very particular reason, because my feet are going to go up onto the wall eventually. So your hands are a handspan away from the wall if you choose to do the forearm balance. Otherwise, we're all coming into dolphin to start with. And then walk the feet towards the face. Look at the floor. So you bend the head and you look at the floor. Walk the feet in towards the face as much as you can. And then you can bend the knees and flick the feet up towards the wall. You can practice and take 1 foot off the wall or 2 feet, whatever you like. And stay there for as long as you like, or coming down, and then everybody resting in child's pose. And gently coming on up. I'm going to do another one. So just seeing, like I always say, taking care of your own bodies. Seeing what's best for you. You can come into the dolphin pose. You can just come into child's pose if that's what your body needs to today. Or you can come into dolphin pose. Or you can come into the forearm balance with the legs up the wall. I'm going to take it just a little bit further. If you were not able to do the camel with the full back bend, you need to practice the camel first before you do this next pose. So if you'd like to try this next pose, a scorpion pose, your hands need to be probably a hand and a half away from the wall. So just a little bit further away from the wall, or even 2 hands. Have a play with it. Everybody's body is different, so just seeing what is good for your own body. Okay, so either coming into the dolphin, which is this one, or walking your feet towards the wall and then bringing the feet up, or coming into the scorpion, forearms on the ground. Nice, slow, deep breathing. You can see this is what I do all the time. Nice, slow, deep breathing. I calm myself before anything else. The breath is the most important thing. Coming on up. We look forwards, we bring our feet up. We bring our feet up onto the wall. And then it's a curve. Stay there if you want to. Otherwise, gently bring your feet up, uncurve your body, and bring your body down. And again, resting in whatever child's pose variation you like. I like my feet out to the side, but that might not be comfortable for you. I like to rest my head on my hands. You might like to bring your hands out to the front. You might like to have your hands next to you. Okay? So whatever variation you're in, gently come out of that. If you're in dolphin, gently come out of that. And again, rest your body, calm your body. And then I'd like everyone to stretch their hands out in front. shimmy your hands to the left-hand side. So you're going to rest over the left thigh. I'd like you to bring your left hand down towards your left knee and just push the fingers in towards the ground and push the right shoulder down. So we're pushing the left fingers into the ground. We're lifting the left side of the chest, so we're pushing the right shoulder down to the ground. Just gives a really beautiful stretch. And stretching both hands out in front again. Coming back into the middle. Stretching over the right thigh. Relax the head. And bring the right hand next to the right knee. Fingertips push into the ground. Left shoulder comes down towards the ground. Coming back, bringing the hands out in front. Coming back into the middle, just relaxing again. Coming all the way up. Head comes out last, stretch the neck up. Beautiful. And you might just need to rock your head from side to side gently. You might just need to rock your head from forwards to back. It's quite warm now, it should have a fair bit of movement. And looking from left to right. Beautiful. Going to bring our hands behind our back. Now, if you're really tight across the shoulders, I just want you to hold where you can. You might be able to hold your wrists. You might be able to grab your elbows or your forearms. You might be able to bring your hands together in prayer and shimmy them up the back as much as you can. So nice opener of the chest, relax the shoulders, soften the elbows. See if you can shimmy those hands up a little bit more, perhaps open the chest a little bit more. And relax the hands out. Bring the hands out, big breath in. On the out breath, bring the right elbow above the left elbow. You might be able to bring the backs of the hands together. You might be able to bring the palms of the hands together. Okay, so I'll do that again. We were out, had breath, breathing out, right elbow on top of the left, bringing the hands around, and then stretching them up towards the sky. A nice soft neck. Really stretch across the shoulder blades. Beautiful stretch. Unwind your beautiful body. Stretch the hands out. Big breath in. On the out breath, swap it over. Right hand, right elbow underneath. Back to the hands together. Or the palms of the hands together. And stretch. Oh, gorgeous. Lift the elbows up. Relax the head, relax the shoulders, relax the neck. And twist your beautiful body. Deep breath out. Open up. Increase your prana. Increase your energy. And relax back down. And just lying down, getting ready for your savasana. Oh, what a blissful practice. Strength, bit of fun, abdominal work, stretch. Hopefully you feel wonderful. Well, you will in about 20 minutes' time. Okay, so it's just lying down on your back. A beautiful way of getting into savasana is bring your toes together and then bring the heels out as much as you possibly can, right out towards the edges of the mat, and then allow the toes to open up and flop out. It just releases any tightness in your legs. The hands are meant to be at a 45-degree angle out with the palms facing upwards. This might not be comfortable for you. So just want you to do what is absolutely best for you. Some people like to put a rolled up blanket underneath their neck if they've got neck issues. Some people like to put a pillow underneath their head. I like putting my bolster underneath my knees. If you've got lower back issues and you don't have a bolster, bend the knees, bring the knees together and the feet out to the sides, tilt the pelvis, relax the lower back onto the ground. This will allow the lower back to relax. So the knees together, feet out to the sides, relax the hands. Absolutely beautiful. Make sure you're warm, get your blanket, put your jumper on, eye pillow. Beautiful, beautiful way to put pressure. It lets the parasympathetic nervous system recognize we're putting pressure on the front of the body. It sends a message to your nervous system to relax. So spending that time getting ready. And please don't turn off this this time. I mean, you can if you want to, it's your choice. But it really, really helps your body to incorporate all of the good stuff that you have just done in your yoga practice. So giving yourself that time out is so, so important. It's important for your physical body, but it's really important for your mental health as well. Okay? Please take this time to relax. All right. So let's just relax out. I'm going to go through your body scan, going to relax everything, and then I'm just going to give you some time to feel the benefits and to really sink in to that beautiful state of savasana, that beautiful state, samadhi we call it, in between awake and not awake, in between conscious and not conscious. So that dreamlike state. It's really good for your mental health. Beautiful stuff. Okay, so let's relax our feet. Bring all of your attention. Let all other thoughts go. This is the only place that you need to be right now. This is the best thing that you can be doing for your body. Bring all of your attention to your feet. All of your attention into your toes. Relax your toes. Relax your feet. Feel the underneath of your feet. Feel your feet becoming heavy. as they relax. Relax your legs. Feel the underneath of your legs start to pull down and sink towards the ground. And you can feel the support that you have underneath you. Completely relax your calves, your knees, your thighs. And as you relax, take a nice deep breath in. And as you breathe out, relax even more. Sometimes we don't realise where we're holding this tension in our bodies. We don't need the tension in our bodies. It doesn't serve us. It doesn't serve us to our highest potential. Relax. This is your special time. Feel the support that you have underneath your hips. Relax your belly, lower belly, waist, lower back. Feel yourself sinking down towards the ground just a little bit more. Every breath in, we lengthen. Every breath out, we relax. And then we do it again. And then we do it again. Excuse me. So relax across your chest. So feel a little vulnerable. You're in a safe place. Feel a little vulnerable. Open up your heart just a little. Soften the shoulders. Widen across the collarbones. Sink into the middle back. Sink into the upper back. Relax the back of your neck. Feel your arms becoming heavy. So you're feeling the underneath of your arms resting on the ground. The elbows are soft. The wrists are soft. The palms of the hands, the backs of the hands, and the fingers have a gentle curl in them. So every knuckle is heavy, relaxed, and soft. Bringing your awareness to the back of the neck and just lengthen out the back of the neck. Allow the head to be very heavy on the ground, completely relaxed. Bringing your awareness into your face. Feel the softening around your eyes. Allow your forehead to smooth and relax. Allow the eyelids to completely relax. It's as though your eyelids are becoming heavy. I wonder if you can feel your eyelashes resting on your cheeks. Relax your cheeks. Relax your mouth. A softness into the mouth. You might lick the lips. Relax the lips. Separate the teeth as you relax the jaw. And see where the tongue is more comfortable in the mouth. Relaxing the tongue. Your whole head is relaxed. The arms are relaxed. The head, the torso, the arms are relaxed. The belly, the back, the legs, and the feet are relaxed. Your whole body is heavy and soft. And allowing the mind to be heavy and soft. Listening to the breath. Each time the mind decides to wander away, which is perfectly normal, just gently guiding your mind back to focusing on the in-breath and focusing on the out-breath. I'll leave you here for a few moments. When you hear the sound of the bells, just gently come out of your savasana. I'll guide you out. Just listening to your breath. just gently starting to reawaken your beautiful body. Perhaps a very gentle movement of the fingers and the toes. Maybe a squeeze and release, maybe a wiggle, maybe a stretch. Just figuring out what's best for your own body. And then perhaps moving your head gently from side to side. Perhaps a gentle movement of the legs. And then bending the knees. And rolling over to your right hand side or left if you're pregnant. And just resting there for a few moments. Just in that beautiful space in between that full consciousness and unconsciousness. We don't need to leave that peaceful feeling that you've developed on your mat. We can transition this into every part of your life. We all have stressful times of our lives. It seems to be what happens. So if we can take these practices and really honour them on our mat and take them into our everyday lives, it will really help anything that we're going through in our lives. And gently coming to sit up. Just taking a few moments, there's no rush. Just honour your body. If you don't take care of yourself, then you can't take care of anybody else. You need to come first. And taking a few moments in quiet contemplation, thinking about the intention that you had at the beginning of your session. And just seeing how you went with no judgment, just an acknowledgement, how you went. And then perhaps an intention about what you would like to bring into your life. So, as I always say, the intention needs to be in the present moment and a positive statement. So perhaps instead of saying, I won't be stressed, say, I am calm. Because our subconscious listens to those words. And we don't want to put words like stressed into our subconscious. We want to put words like calm in. So just breathing that intention into your subconscious, repeating it in your mind as though it's already happened. I thank you for joining me once more. Namaste.